That's right. We're here at Shark Passage Gallery. It's time for Giveaway Friday, and it's a very special Giveaway Friday. We just happen to have the Harlem Ambassadors here. They're here for a game tonight. We're going to be giving stuff away and some tickets to the game. But first off, we need to play a little music to get in the mood to talk to basketball stars. So here it is. Yes, you know, we're talking NBA here. Oops, no, we're not. We're talking the Harlem Ambassadors.
That's right. We're talking the Harlem Ambassadors.
And that would have to be Lady Magic. How are you doing today, Lady Magic?
I am doing excellent today.
Well, that's great. So you just have arrived with a whole group of Harlem Ambassadors that are headed out tonight to Emerald High School.
That is correct.
You're going to be battling the Habitat Hoopsters. Are you guys shaking in your boots?
Not really.
Have you ever lost a game?
Not on my watch.
Not on your watch. Wow. Well, that's pretty impressive. How many games have you played? One?
2020, I think.
2020? But who's counting, right?
Right.
Who's counting? Well, that is terrific. That is terrific. Now, just for those that don't know, what is the mission of the Harlem Ambassadors?
I'm going to turn that over to Get 'em Lefty Williams.
Wait a minute. What's his name?
Get 'em because he gets after it and he gets it done. And Lefty Williams, well, that's his title. And that's what he does because he's a gospel artist, a rising gospel artist.
Wow. Okay. Well,
So he
we
doesn't
have
just play
star.
basketball.
We have star power here. Not only do we have Lady Magic, but we have Get 'em Lefty Williams. How you doing today, Get 'em Lefty
Doing
Williams?
good. How about yourself?
Very good. Very good. Now I understand you were with the Harlem Ambassadors. You left and then you came back. So tell us what the Harlem Ambassadors are all about.
The Harlem Ambassadors is all about reaching out to a lot of nonprofit organizations, such as Habitat for Humanity, Big Brother, Big Sister, Boys and Girls Clubs, numerous of churches, a lot of nonprofit organizations. Our job is to come into the community and help raise awareness and raise funds for that community. What I like about the Harlem Ambassadors is when we come into that community, all of the funds that are raised stays in that community. And you don't normally see that. Other thing that I like about the Harlem Ambassadors is two main requirements. One of the things are to be on this team, you have to have a college degree. You have to have earned your college degree.
Say that again so they can hear you. All the young people out there listening, and the parents, guardians, teachers, coaches.
To be a Harlem Ambassador performer, you
Yes.
have to have earned your college degree.
I mean, like you have to have gone to college.
Yes, you either have to have earned it or be currently pursuing it.
Okay.
If a performer is with us an entire season and have not fulfilled that requirement, their contract is terminated, meaning they are no longer part of the Harlem Ambassador family. They have to return home and meet that requirement and then return back with the team.
Wow. Well, that's a pretty good lofty goal to put in front of people, isn't it?
Well, I think that it's the right thing to do. I received my master's degree in counseling and rehabilitation, attended the University of Missouri Columbia on an athletic scholarship, and a lot of times as athletes, when we receive a scholarship, unfortunately a lot of them don't complete their program, and when they've exhausted their collegiate eligibility, they're like, Coach, I need 4 classes, I need 3 classes, or 1 class. Sometimes the coaches don't remember your name, and so I feel that it's my duty to make sure that I push people to progress in life because you need something to fall back on. Now, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I went through a lot of trials and tribulations, but I can sit here and tell you that I also have a whole lot of triumphs, and it's because I stayed in school, earned my degree, and I stayed drug-free, keep my body clean from drugs and alcohol. And that's the other requirement to be a Harlem Ambassador performer.
Well, those are good things, and I know you're role models for a lot of young people out there. And, of course, the event tonight out there at Emerald High School is all about how you can have good, clean fun.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, we're back, Habitat Hoopsters. I think we gave you 60 points last year, and we still won, so I hope you came with your shooting game this time. Make sure you put the ball in the basket.
Well, that's right. We have a list of who the Habitat Hoopsters are this year. In fact, but I don't think, do I have it here in front of me? Oh, I do. We've got quite a cast that we're going to be playing here. But y'all came on Friday, and that's Giveaway Friday. So this is the fun part of the show where we give away
Friday!
That's right. We've got some questions that we need to ask in order to be able to give things away. And did you give me my list? I don't think I have my list for Giveaway Friday, do I? Because we have some questions. They're basketball questions, folks. Isn't that amazing? They're basketball questions. We have the Harlem Ambassadors with us, and I think Lovely Ree is looking for the list. Okay. But we have some questions that we are going to be asking here. And y'all can play along and see if you know the answers. You probably do, because you know what? Y'all probably are really big into basketball, and you know them. We will be giving away 2 team photos, 1 Lady Magic photo, and 1 Harlem Ambassadors t-shirt, as well as prize packs. We have prize packs.
We have another
We have a
prize.
special prize that we're giving away, and it's Harold Lefty Williams Gospel CD.
Wow, how about that? Very cool. I certainly hope I can get a copy of that. That is terrific.
I'm sure we can make that happen.
Okay, that sounds great. All right, well, we are going to be giving this away. We've got some questions that we're going to ask. First question is, and the giveaway number is 229-7984. That's 229-7984. You know you're going to get a car wash, and you're going to get McDonald's coupons. In fact, we fed the Harlem Ambassadors this morning with some good McDonald's coupons. Thank you, McDonald's. How about that? Well, that was
Well, I'm
pretty
going to thank McDonald's because I was there early. I was able to get what I wanted.
Okay, that's Lady Magic here, folks. All right, the first hoops. What were they actually made of? Does anybody know what the first hoops for basketball were made out of?
Yes.
Yes, you do? Okay, well, don't tell. Okay, Angie knows. 229-7984. Give us a call if you know what the first hoops were actually made out of. Give us a call, 229-7984. Kind of unbelievable, but you can win a super prize pack, a picture with Lady Magic, team photos, Ambassadors t-shirt, and a gospel CD.
A gospel CD.
I tell you what.
Featuring the single In Your Presence.
In Your Presence. Oh, wow, sounds great. Well, we are looking forward to this. 229-7984. We're looking for the first caller on that to get this ball rolling here today. You like that? Get that ball rolling. Yes, it's Giveaway Friday. Great that y'all are here today. And of course, this evening it is out there at Emerald High School. You will be having a great time out there. You know, I went one time when y'all were here, and it was just so much phenomenal fun. You get the audience involved. You get the kids involved. You make them just be part of the whole experience.
Well, definitely. I find that the adults have a lot of fun as well. I think they have more fun than the children, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. And
It's not your grandfather's basketball.
No.
No, it's not your grandma's basketball
No.
game either.
So if you're a little up in age or you have a hearing aid, try to turn it down at our games because there's a whole lot of great music being played, prizes to be won, games to be played, a whole lot of high-flying slam dunks, some three-point shooting, fancy dribbling, and we get hungry because we work so hard. This is Lady Magic. I love Snickers, so you can go ahead and bring some Snickers to me, and I'll be more than happy to share it with you.
Okay.
And get him like nachos, but bring him some nachos.
All right. Well, this is the type of stuff we're going to be doing. The first question was, the first hoops were actually made of what? And
I know.
Okay. And the first backboards, what were they made of? Do you know what that was? I mean, that's like a two-parter here. Yes, you get an extra point here or two if you know the answer to that. So that's what we're waiting on. 229-7984. Know the answer to it. You are going to win. And right now, we are going to hear a word from our sponsors. Don't you go away. McDonald's, ding, we're loving it. And, of course, a Frank's Car Wash. And, of course, a Sharp Facets gift certificate. And so much more. So this is a super prize pack day here today on Giveaway Friday. We're here with the Harlem Ambassadors, Lady Magic, Get 'em, Lefty Williams and crew. So don't you go away. We'll be right back. We are back here at Sharp Facets Gallery. We are talking with Lady Magic and
Get 'em, Lefty Williams.
That's right. They are big representatives of what is happening with the Harlem Ambassadors. So. We've just been waiting for an answer. I can't believe it. You guys are going to win your own prizes. I can't believe this. The first hoops were actually made of what? We're waiting for an answer. Give us a call, 229-7984. And if you know what the first backboards were made of, that's an extra 2 points, so that's a bonus here. But give us a call right now, 229-7984. Still looking for a winner on the first hoops. What were they made of?
It's a type of basket.
Oh gosh, she does know the answer to this one.
People work with us.
That's right, and it's for a southern fruit.
Yes.
There you go.
Is it the logo of Georgia? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, and then there's
We just left there.
Yeah, we just left there.
Okay, all right. So they're making it easy here. Well, we're going to talk some more here. Let's throw out another one. Today is March 2nd, and this is a very important date for the person that scored 100 points in one game.
That's a lot of points.
That is a lot of points. Who was that person? That's the second question that we're asking here. Who was that person? March 2nd, 1962 actually happened in Philadelphia. This famous basketball star scored 100 points in one game against New York. I'm giving all the clues here, right?
And he wrote a book, too.
And
One of the top 50 greatest players.
He's an author.
Okay, all right.
He's real tall.
He's real tall.
Pretty tall.
And that is the most that one player has ever scored in one game. That was 50 years ago today.
Wow.
Pretty amazing. Now, how many points do y'all score? Because I know these are high-scoring games. How much do y'all
Last
score?
night we scored, I think, 112 or 13, 14, something like that.
Okay. All right. So
Pretty high.
I never looked at the score.
You never look at the score?
No, I just look at the clock.
Yeah. You know, I think sometimes you kind of play the people that are playing, for example, the Habitat Hoopsters. You kind of give them a feeling of false security. I have seen that happen.
Don't tell our secret.
You let them think that they're going to get closer, they might win, and then you come out with all these high-powered Harlem Ambassadors and just knock it out of the park, I guess we could say.
Trick
Well, that's
sentence.
yeah. There you
It's
go.
a whole lot of alley-oops.
Alley-oops.
Coach Strong from half court. A lot of times I like to go baseline and leave it. We have a dunker on the team with a 47-inch vertical lead.
That's 47 inches.
And how tall is this person?
About 6'4".
6'4"?
Yeah.
Now, you used to have, not last year, but the year before, you had a real short girl on the team. That
We had a
she-
short lady on the team, and
Yeah.
she's still with us. She's with my Stars and Stripes unit. So she's still hanging in there, and she's still dribbling circles around people.
I'm telling you, she was amazing. She was really amazing. A lot of fun. Okay, so we are talking here. Now, tell us a little bit about how did the Harlem Ambassadors come to be? I mean, it's a very interesting story how you got hooked up with somebody else that was trying something and how it all came together, Lady Magic. This is an awesome story.
Well, it's Dale Moss's brainchild. He's the president of the Harlem Ambassadors. He and I got together in 1998 in Midtown, New York. In 97 or 96, he had an idea that he was shopping around, and my name kept on popping up while he was talking to different people about who to partner up with to try to get it launched off the ground. At that time, I played with another team, and unfortunately, that team, the ideas and the goals and just the belief system that I have, they weren't similar to theirs. So I left, went overseas, played professionally in Israel. Upon my return, I realized that Dale Moss was looking for me, and he found my information through a former teammate from University of Missouri who worked with the WNBA at the time. And once we met in Midtown, we were in the Avenues of Americas. Within 10 minutes, things just started falling into place. I truly believe God put us together because 5.5 months after that meeting, not only did we have a company, but we had a team. Since then, we've performed in over 21 different countries in all 50 states, and we're able to minister to young people all over the world sharing our message of staying in school, staying on drugs, and living a righteous life. And it's not just youth that we minister to, because there are adults that feel the need to make a difference in their lives as well. Sometimes we forget about what we're there for or the dreams that we've had in the past, and I think we just reignite that in them.
Well, I think you're probably right, and I know as people see you performing the Harlem Ambassadors that you get kids that as they grow up they want to become a Harlem Ambassador.
Oh, definitely. It's a lot of work, though. It's not for everyone. Everyone cannot do this job. You have to be committed. A lot of people want to turn pro in sports, but they don't want to turn pro in life. And for you to do one, you have to do the other, because it's a commitment. The difference between the franchise players that are out there and the ones that are not franchise players is the consistency. So you have to make sure that you're committed and consistent in what you're doing. And so it's not an easy thing, but it's a fun thing. And if you enjoy it and if you love it and you have the passion for it, you can do it as well.
So there you go. You can be part of it. Okay, we've had a winner. We've had a winner.
We have a winner. Ding, 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 ding.
David and Matisha Lowe's knew that it was Wilt Chamberlain who had scored 100 points in one game in 1962. So congratulations to you. You get the super prize pack here today. And what were the first hoops made of? I can't.
They don't know that.
I guess we don't know that. I
May as
mean,
well just tell them.
we might as well just tell them. I guess.
May as well
What's the answer?
Peach baskets.
Peach baskets.
We gave you all the hints in the world.
We did give you a lot of hints. We did give you a lot of hints. All right, but we have had one winner here today. I want to put another question out there. In what year did basketball become an official Olympic event? Do you know the answer to that one?
That one has stumped me.
That has stumped you. All right. Nick, do you know the answer?
No, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay. Well, it's been an Olympic event for a very long time. It actually was in Berlin, Germany. Okay, if that
Now, I
gives you
did know where it was.
Okay, you did know where it was? Okay, Berlin, Germany. All right, but we're looking
Okay,
for...
so we're going back toward the Jesse Owens era.
Yeah.
It's that time
Okay.
period right there. So we're
Okay,
We're
I'm in the
era.
ballpark.
We're in the decade. We're in the
Okay,
decade.
we're looking for what year? What year did the game become an official Olympic event at the Summer Games? That's right. What year? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Give us a call, 229-7984. You're going to get a super prize pack. All right. Well, you guys spend so much time now. You partner up with Habitat for Humanity. Particularly, why is Habitat one of the organizations that you like?
I believe what they stand for. A lot of times when people make it in life, they forget about the people that did not make it. And I truly believe that to whom much is given, much is required. And if God allows you to advance in life, it's your responsibility to reach out to someone else and assist them. And with Habitat, it's not necessarily a situation where they're not actually working and earning the home that they're going to receive. There's a lot of sweat equity that takes place in that.
Sure.
I was fortunate enough to be the spokesperson for Women's Build in Savannah, Georgia some years ago. And we helped put up 15 houses. And it's a lot of work. And people don't realize that. I mean, yes, they have payments, etc. But sometimes you're working on a house that you don't even receive. You're working on someone else's house, and you're hoping the next one is yours, and the next one is yours.
Sure.
So you have to have faith and believe that your hard work will pay off, even if you're not actually putting money down on the house right away. But it is yours to keep. And I think in life, when you're given things, you take it for granted more so than when you're actually working and earning it. If somebody gives you something, and you're like, oh well, I have free tickets to the game, but since I didn't buy it for $25 and I really didn't make it, it's okay. But if you worked hard for that $25, that was your last $25, you'd make sure you get to the game.
Exactly.
On time, too.
On time.
Exactly. That's
so,
true.
so people,
Before the intro.
right. So people just, that's just how people are, unfortunately, in life. And I think that we just have to get back to the basics and be thankful for what we have instead of looking at what we don't have.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's very good points. When you're just given something, you don't always appreciate it as much as if you have to earn it. And of course, people that do get homes in Habitat for Humanity, they do earn them. They do end up, yes, their mortgage is guaranteed for them, but they still have to earn it.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right.
And my former tour manager, his mother was actually a recipient of a Habitat home. His story is a little different. His mom, unfortunately, was on drugs, and they were homeless at different times, living in shelters and everything. And when she finally got herself together, the family was back together, and Habitat reached out and blessed them. And so it's something that's dear to my heart. So anytime that they need me to step up, then I'm there.
That's terrific. That's terrific. We're talking with Lady Magic here. We just had a comment come in. Actually, he's the winner of 1936. That's right. That's the date the game became an official Olympic event, and that was in Berlin, Germany, 1936. Jamal Edwards. He says it's a great show. Loves the background that he's learning here today.
All right, Jamal.
All right. So congratulations, Jamal. Come on down.
Come on out to the game, man.
Come on down, Jamal. Come on down.
That's right. We are here at Sharp Facets Gallery. We're going to join the news in progress. When we come back, we've got more giveaways, and we've got some music, and we're going to be having a good time. So you stay right with us on a very special Giveaway Friday with the Harlem Ambassadors right here on WLMA. All right, we're back here at Sharp Facets Gallery having a good time, having a spirited conversation, I might say, about sports and what's happening in them today. Well, what is your, what do you think about what is happening in sports today, Lady Magic? You were just talking about the recruiting and all this kind of stuff. Where's it all headed?
I think that the athletes can be treated a little better. I think they're providing a service for the institutions that they're representing, and they should be compensated for it. I understand that a college degree, a college education, you cannot really put a price tag on that. However, when you're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you have double sessions and different things that you have to do. You have to make appearances, and you have to win, and the schools are generating revenue from your a winning program, so to speak. Whether it's a winning program or a losing program, these young people are putting in a lot of time and energy and effort and still trying to maintain their grades. I think that something can be done a little bit better. And I don't know what that answer is, but I think that they should really work on it, because some student athletes, such as myself, we didn't have, anything to fall back on as far as home. Like, I wasn't getting care packages from home or anything. And so I was not in a situation where I was rich. So I had to make sure that, I went to the DFAC and ate in the cafeteria and made sure that, I got on that shuttle bus and to get some groceries or whatever it may have been, because I didn't have a vehicle and things like that. So I think that there's something needs to be done, not just for the larger programs that are winning, but for the smaller ones as well.
Well, I think that is something, and you can't go out and get a job, really, can you? When you've got school and sports and everything, it's you couldn't have a part-time job. That's a difficulty right there.
No, you can't, and it's limited also, because I know when I was in school, she's like decades ago.
Back in the dark ages.
Yes, it was, if you made more than $4,000 for your summer job, then it would disqualify you for your scholarship.
Wow.
So, and then some people qualify for Pell Grant. Not everybody can get Pell Grant, but you really weren't able to get a loan or anything for living expenses, so to speak.
Sure.
So it was difficult, but I made it through, so anybody else could make it through. There's just some things that I think just need to change.
Needs to be adjusted.
Yes.
Need to be adjusted.
Definitely.
Well, and sports has become such a big part of schools anymore. I mean, just look at how much revenue and dollars are made off of this. What do you think about it? Get him up, Lefty Williams here.
I just think that a lot of people should just chew the meat and spit out the bones. What are you saying, Lefty? What I'm saying is, you get what you're there for. When I was in school, I played for a hard-nosed college coach that, education came first.
Great man.
And he pushed
What was his name?
Charlie Brown. Charles Brown.
Charlie Brown?
Yeah, he's the winningest basketball coach in the state of New Jersey. He's retired now. He stepped aside to give the job to his son. His son, is Mark Brown, went to Siena, and he's now the head coach there. But he just was the type of guy, when you come in, listen, you have a 4-year plan, and that's it. He pushed you education-wise, and if you weren't doing well, he was hard on you. He didn't care if you were the star player or the last person on the bench. If it was a problem in the classroom, it became a problem on the basketball court. He had like an 85% graduation rate. So.
And that's pretty much unheard of in our area where we grew up.
Well, y'all have Governor Christie up there. He's pretty tough too, right?
He's laying the hammer down right now, and it's good for him, because there are a lot of things that's going on up there that needs adjusting. Needs a little bit of adjusting, and And it's sad when you have to leave your home to make it.
That is sad.
You
That
know,
is sad. Yeah,
it-
and New
it's-
Jersey is such, you never see that, but New Jersey is. So there are certain areas that are absolutely beautiful, all the farming areas
Oh, yeah.
and this type of
Yes.
thing. And yet so many times when people go through New Jersey, all they see is the turnpike and they're
Yeah.
in and out of the states.
Well, the
So,
turnpike
I
is
mean,
100 miles, so you're going to catch it either way.
95 north
Yeah.
and 95 south.
Exactly. So, yeah. But did you know that New Jersey is one of the most vain states, though, in the Union? Do you know they have more rhinoplasty jobs, more ear jobs, and more man boob jobs done than any other state in the
I did
Union?
not know that.
Yes, Jim. That was this morning on the I Love Ann show. That's what we were talking about. So,
I don't know if that's impressive or not.
I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
yeah, the man boob
Man,
stand.
boobs is definitely, then on the other side, in LA, California, you said I'm sure they're female boob jobs.
Right, exactly. All right, well, let's see. We have Bill Melvin called in. He's a retired track coach. And limit practice times, increase allowances $1,000 a month, open summer jobs to vetting, and push the graduation rate. That's what he says about what we were just talking about.
Oh,
with
wow.
money.
All right.
Yeah.
I
So,
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's so true. The coach I played for, Dr. Joanne Rutherford, she made sure that we went to class, basically. If you were late for class, it minutes a mile a minute. Bottom line, a mile a minute, and I respect her for that. And so if you missed a class and you had 65 miles to run, and we had a game on Wednesday, and that was a Monday class, if you didn't complete your 65 miles, then you weren't playing. And I commend her for sticking to her guns and making sure that we understood the importance of an education and why we were there, because student comes first, athlete second. That's why it's a student-athlete, not an athlete-student. And a lot of kids forget that.
I think so many kids, they all want to be football stars and, basketball, whatever, but they just think that that's going to be an easy life once they get there.
No, you're always in training. It's just like an attorney or a doctor. Things are constantly changing. Technology is constantly changing. So you're going to have to stay on top of your game. You have to continue to work, stay in shape. Whatever nutritional things that come out, you need to supplement, whatever it is. So you're always training.
Yeah, what people
You're
don't
always learning.
understand is as hard as it is to get there, it's even harder to stay.
Right.
Some people a year or two, and then that's it. And some people are able to keep
Keep
going.
going.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
it gets even harder to stay once you make it.
The talent is what gets you in the door. The fundamentals and the commitment and the consistency is what keeps you there.
Well, what I understand, too, in talking to some coaches, that one of the most important things now is not that you're a super athlete, but that, number one, you can keep your nose clean, for lack of a better way to say it.
I hear you.
And two, that you have good grades, that they are just not looking for, used to be in the day, right? They looked for the super athlete and everything else could slide by. Not anymore.
No.
But when I coached at Uppsala College in Jersey, I looked for quality people that had some ability, and I haven't changed that at all. I still do that with the Harlem Ambassadors. And of course, sometimes you'll get some imposters that infiltrate the program, but they don't last long because they realize that we say what we mean and we mean what we say. So, I think if every coach looks at that instead of trying to say, okay, if I win my conference and I go to the dance, then I can apply for another position and move up. If they stop that, and if they're really there for the student athlete and to just make them a better person, a better athlete. I mean, sometimes you'll have a phenomenal athlete that comes through your program and they're going to make it. You should not drop your standards for that particular person.
Sure.
Because if something happens to them and they're injured and they can no longer play, then you just destroyed them in a way because you didn't prepare them for life after that.
Yeah, and I think in a lot of ways we're not preparing our kids very well for life, are we? So many of our kids are coddled so much that when they get a C or a D in school, they just absolutely flip out because they've been so coddled growing up.
I wasn't coddled, and I'm not a petter either. That's something that God is still working with me on. I feel that.
Anybody else like to say how does Lady Magic treat everybody?
Well, for me, what I think is she goes hard both ways. A lot of times she'll go hard, in the right way, and a lot of times she'll go hard in the wrong way. Let me tell you what I mean by that.
We need to know this, yes.
Lefty. get them talking. A lot of times, you know, she's a perfectionist. You know, you have to understand that this lady has 17 years in the business. And when I was a rookie, I didn't really understand it then in reference to why she went hard. You know, but here it is 7 years later, I have that understanding. And a lot of times, some things I can let go in one ear and out the other ear because you have to understand I played for Charles Brown. You know what I mean?
You're saying that's a piece of cake after?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're talking about a man, and I love him. You know, he made me who I am today. After college, you know, during my stint in college, you know, he'd take off his blazer in a minute if you're not listening to what he has to say. You know, and then he was one of those guys where there's so many banners in the gym. And you think that you know more than him? Well, did you put that there? Well, you here this year? I'm sorry, you went to the Final Four win. Yeah, and he's wearing his ring, and you know, so you have no choice but to. So it's kind of like that, you know. But
he definitely believed in being an authority figure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just how Lady Magic is. You know, she gonna go hard either way. So you know, hate it or love it. That's just 17 years in the business.
17 years in the business. Well, it is phenomenal to have you here. Julie Bowling has been able to join us with Habitat with Humanity. She's actually going to be taking them to a hotel where they're going to relax for a little bit. And Julie, what do you think about having all our group of people here today?
Oh, we're so excited to welcome you guys back to Greenwood. It's been 4 wonderful years to have them come every consecutive year and build relationship with these guys and kind of check in and see what's been going on with them the last 4 years and kind of update them on what we've been doing here in Greenwood and how Habitat has progressed over the last year.
How many houses have we built here in Greenwood area?
We have built 65 since 1988.
Right.
That's right.
So 65 families have really had a life-changing experience by becoming homeowners, and we're just so blessed. And we're starting work on our 66th house and renovating 2 more in Ware Shoals. So we are busy, 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 and we're just glad to be here with these guys and welcome them back to Greenwood, and we're looking forward to a great night tonight.
And if somebody wants to get involved with Habitat, you know, who can they reach and where can they get some information for that?
The best way to reach out and get involved with Habitat is to call us at our office, 223-9399, or you can email us at outreach@greenwoodhabitat.org. We'd be happy to give you all the details about volunteering and where to go and how it all works out.
Absolutely. Well, Julie, you know, I know you're excited about tonight. Now, can they still buy tickets in advance, or has that been closed out?
Nope, there's still tickets available through this afternoon at the 4 ticket locations in town: Corley's Market and Grill, Action Sports, Miss Ann's Fried Chicken, and Emerald High School in their athletic department.
That's right.
So get your tickets early. Get your tickets early. I believe it's $9 for adults.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
And $7 for students
In advance.
in advance.
Correct.
Now, and if you get them at the door, $9 for students and seniors, and $11 for adults. 4 and under are free. So, pre-K kindergartners, bring your parents.
That's
There
right.
you go. And hey, you know, if you pick up the phone right now, 229-7984, that's 229-7984, we've got some tickets to give away for tonight. So just pick up the phone, give us a call, be the first caller, and we're going to give you some tickets. 229-7984 right here on Giveaway Friday, right here on WLMA. We've been having such a good time talking about stuff, we've forgotten to give away. And actually, get them up here, Lefty. You had a good question for the question, I believe, who has the second highest number of baskets in.
The second highest. The first was Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points. There was one other person who did it a few years ago.
Yes. So we thought that would be an excellent question.
5-time champion.
5-time champion, 229-7984. You can get tickets, a Lady Magic photo, Ambassadors T-shirt, a gospel CD by
Get 'em
Lefty
Lefty
Williams.
By the way, that person scored 81 points. So I think they'll know who we're talking about.
Okay, so we're looking for the name of the person. He's pretty famous. Let's see. He bought
See,
his
so
wife
it's not
a
Lady Magic. Yeah, Lady Magic.
81 points.
and he bought his wife a pink diamond.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
there you go. Can you guess it now? 229-7984. All right, we're going to hear a quick word from our sponsors. All right, we're back here at Sharp Facets Gallery on the 72 bypass. And the clue that gave it away, the question was, who scored the next highest? What was it?
81 points against the Toronto Raptors.
Okay, that was the question. And Janine Masters said, when I said who gave their wife a pink diamond, she said that was the Bad Husband Award, Kobe Bryant! So you have won the super prize pack here today. Janine, come on down.
Hey, Janine, come on down.
So we're having a good time here. If you would like tickets to the game, all you got to do, just either stop on in. If you're out there on the bypass, just stop on in. I've got some tickets to give away. You can go have a great, great time at the game, or give us a call and we'll hold them for you. 229-7984. That's 229-7984. Well, you know, we've been having such a good time that we need to go through, I think, one more time. What is the purpose of all this? Why do you guys go out and do this? What is the purpose of the Harlem Ambassadors throughout time? Where you go and what you do?
Can I?
Can you say something?
I'll start just a piece of it.
You can start.
Go ahead and start it.
Let Dave.
One of the reasons why I'm thankful for this organization, it has nothing to do with basketball. When I left, I played overseas and played with other teams. Publicly, I was unable to really share my faith. A lot of things were no comment, things such as that. You know, one of the things that I like about the organization is really, when we talk to the kids, I'm able to say, you know, God is my Savior, you know, Jesus Christ. I'm able to speak on my religion.
To verbalize it.
Right. So that's one of the things that I cherish. You know, I'm able to say my testimony and where I come from. That really has nothing to do with basketball. You know, basketball just was the platform to get people's attention, and because it seems like when they think that you're a superhero or some, you know, super guy or girl or whatever, then they pay attention to you. And then that's just the illusion, because then when you hear what we're really here for, you hear we're all drug-free, we're all college, you know, have college degrees or pursuing our degrees, and then you hear our testimonies where we come from, it's kind of like, oh, you know. And then
It's the full meal deal.
Yeah, and then when you come to the game, it's like the game becomes the icing on the cake, not. You see what I'm saying?
Sure, absolutely.
So that's.
Now, you were part of the Harlem Ambassadors, and then you left, and you came back.
Right.
And the reason you came back was?
I mean, it's one of the things. Coach called me and got me out of retirement. She flew to North Carolina, and I told Coach
where you had an easy life and life was good. You were out on the
No,
farm. Go ahead, tell us all about it now.
No, we stayed in touch.
We stayed in touch.
We stayed in touch throughout. You know, with Gideon, the thing was, I know his situation, where he came from, and a lot of people make it, but a whole lot more don't make it. And you know, no one's perfect. We're all going to make mistakes, and everybody's not going to like the decisions you make, especially when it's right. And there's a fine line between, okay, do I bend the rules a little bit just to get more people to come out, or do I just stick with the guidelines? Do I just stick with what God has given me? And he has that conviction. I have that conviction. I will never make excuses for doing something righteously. And if God gives it to me, that's how I'm going to do it. And I don't care if one person shows up or if 1,000 people show up. I'm going to do it the way God gives it to me, period. People may think it's hard, it's harsh, but I'm fair. Because at the end of the day, when I go to bed, if I don't wake up tomorrow, all I want to hear is, well done, my good and faithful servant. I don't care about anybody else, because Paul says, save yourselves. And so once I read that scripture, I have to save myself, and I have to do what's right for me and what God has given me. And so to piggyback on what Gideon was saying, you know, today you see Tebow's and you see Lynn and everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. But 14 years ago when we first started, we were already there. It's just that they have a larger platform and they're more visible. So now everybody's thinking, oh, it's great to put your hands together and act like you're praying. It's great to kneel down and give glory to God. But we've been, I guess, part of the God Squad since day one. That was the whole purpose of us becoming the Harlem Ambassadors. When I take my Harlem Ambassador uniform off, I'm still an ambassador for Christ. And no one can take that away from me, regardless of how they feel, what they say, how I look. Because no one has walked a day in your shoes, a day in his shoes, or a day in my shoes. And until you've taken that journey with me, until you were in the wilderness with me, until you're like the Israelites with me, you cannot judge me and you cannot judge the organization. So now other organizations are piggybacking and trying to utilize some of the things that we've already put in place. And I'm glad they have. I don't hate them for it, but I do know the reason they're doing it is because it's right, and they see that, okay, well, maybe they do have something there. We're 14 years old, but people copycat what we're doing, and it's because God gave it to me. I didn't give this to me, God did. And so I have to give him reverence in anything I do.
It is interesting how things are swinging that way, isn't it? I mean, it's very interesting that.
See, when I was in North Carolina and before she flew out, I said, "Coach, I'm a big boy now. You don't want to fool with me." And she said, "Well,
what are you talking about anyway?"
Well, I was.
Well, let me tell you.
When she flew to North Carolina, I was 280 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I had took time off doing my ministry, working on my album, preparing a lot of other things, doing other things. And she threw me an alley-oop, and I caught it first time right away. And she was like, "Nah, we can work this out." I said, "I don't know." She was like, "You get on the Lady Magic plan, and I have you right."
I told her, I said, "You're going to hate me some days, you're not going to like me, but if you stick with me, you can, chew me out at night and can't stand me, but in a couple of weeks, you'll see the difference."
I came to training camp. I had two things against me. Number one, actually three. Number one, I was out of shape, overweight, Number two, I was in very high altitude in Colorado. And number three, here's this veteran who knows what he's talking about, but you got to get the rookies respect because they're fresh out of college, they're still in shape. Mm-hmm. And we're doing 2-a-days, back to back, all of this, and it's kind of like, oh, God. She's like, all right, here we go, come on. We are early in the morning on the soccer field running. And then Coach, she's just returning from shoulder surgery. And I'm looking at her, and I remember her calling me at rehab, like, I'll call you back, I'm going to rehab. Or saying, well, get him. I was able to do this exercise today. I'm like, yo, if she can do that, look, Coach, I'll call you back. I'm about to go run a mile. So my game plan was to lose at least 10 pounds before camp, which I did. Mm-hmm. But during training camp, I lost 18 pounds.
Wow.
And I'm still in progress, but I'm 30 pounds lighter than September.
September. So is that when you came back in September?
Yeah.
That's in 2011.
Yeah. So we were getting in shape together. It's like now I'm starting to feel a little bit like myself. I have to go back and rehab for strength in my shoulder. But I was calling him, or he's called me, and he's like, "Man, what, you all right?" I said, "Man," I said, "I'm on this football field and they're running, and I sound like Darth Vader out there."
Darth Vader. Hey, this is WLMA right here in Greenwood. We have Darth Vader and. Yeah, what are you talking about? This?
Yeah, I don't know. Every other word was coming out like, "Wait a minute, give me a second." And it was rough, and and then I couldn't just lay out because I'm allergic to cut grass. So I break out, so I had to go to the parking lot to talk, and it was tough. And I started a week before training camp because that's when I was able to start, and I wasn't released till I went back home in November. So I was actually out there before I was supposed to be out there. And again, that's because I love what I do, and I didn't want to just sit at home and just feel like I was wasting time. So I got out there early, and I told the doctor I'd do one thing, and Lord forgive me, but I did more than I was supposed to do, and that's probably why I'm still have a little nagging situations going on, but I'm way better than I was before, and I'm going to keep progressing.
It's not that bad. Don't let her fool you. She throws alley-oops to Dexton from half court.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be an entertaining and an exciting game tonight. We have quite a cast of Habitat Hoopsters here. You are going to have to run your butts off tonight. That's all I can say. Because
they have a superstar.
I'm telling you, they are just superstars that are going to be there tonight. So
we have a Reverend Alvin Dill.
Okay.
They're bringing in the divine intervention.
We are bringing in divine intervention. We've got some runners in here, so you guys look at this. Chris Major, U.S. Army.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We university guys here too. Yes.
Tell you what.
Oh, and we have Lander University.
Yeah.
and Valentine Toyota Scion.
Yeah.
State Farm, get some insurance because you're going to need it.
Well, he's a runner, so you better be
Okay.
careful now.
All
And
right.
he's tall. He's
So
a
we're
tall
gonna
guy, too,
cha-cha
Brian.
slide.
And we have
Slide
family
over.
chiropractic, so that's good. They have everybody there. Once they're sore, they can go to the hospital, go to the community, and then go get some prayer.
All right, well, come out tonight. It is at Emerald High School, 7 o'clock. Get your tickets this afternoon. One more time, they are at Corley's, Miss Ann's, Action Sports, Emerald High School. You can pick the tickets up there in advance, or you can get them at the door. Kids, family, it's a very great family event, and it is to get everybody rejuvenated. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. $7 in advance, students and seniors. $9 for adults, so get them in advance. If you get them at the door, $9 for students and seniors, and $11 for adults. 4 and under free. You can bring your puppy. We'll autograph your puppy too.
And
Free of charge.
And even the kids can even sit on the bench down there, can't
That's
they? with
right.
it?
You
Yeah.
select some young people to come sit on the bench and have a good time with us, get to know us on a personal level, and sit on the winning bench and cheer and laugh and have a great time. And then at the end of the game, when we do the autograph signing session, if you purchase something from our team shop, like the giveaways we have, make sure you line up in single file, come in peace. Young people, no pushing, no biting, no scratching.
Biting?
Yes, no
Be
biting.
surprised.
You'd be surprised at the biters. Those are the 5 and under. No biting. No biting, okay?
I have to talk to Gracie, my dog, about that.
Once again, it's a great organization, Habitat for Humanity. Everyone, please come out and support Habitat for Humanity. As stated, it's a 4-year relationship. We want to keep it going. A lot of fun, a lot of high flying dunks, tricks, prizes, everything.
Dancing, music.
Absolutely, and that, of course, Get 'em Up Lefty Williams is also a gospel star here, so a rising gospel star. So we wish you all the best in your career with that.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, and Lady Magic, thank you for coming by here and spending some time with us. We absolutely loved it, as always, and we know you're going to get beat tonight, so. It'll be the first
It's
time
not
you
April
lose.
1st yet.
I guess she's not a prophet.
I'm not a prophet. No, not really. All right, but get out there and have a good time. Hey, we are here at Shark Facets Gallery. Going to be here all afternoon. Come see us. If you've got gold, diamond, silver to sell, you know where to come. Highest prices paid, and gold is at $1,710, so come see us. Hey, I think we're going to have to wrap it up, guys, but thanks so much for coming out here today.
Oh,
Thanks for
get
having
your
us.
jewelry. Get your jewelry.
Yes, you were here and got some jewelry.
I bought some jewelry here, and it's a bling-blinger.
This is WLMA right here in Greenwood. Bye-bye, everybody.